Hello, and happy Sunday evening. So I was just shutting down my house, getting ready to go to bed. I'm in my pajamas and, well, with the sweatshirt on because I'm standing outside, but was getting ready to go to bed, and I went out on the front porch just to put my plants out in the rain. If you can hear that I'm staying outside, there's thunder and lightning and rain going on. And I thought to myself, how lucky I really truly am. How lucky I am to be living in a safe neighborhood and to have a beautiful home and to be free of so many things that used to make me so unhappy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. And I thought, you know what an opportunity, because one thing that flashed through my head was, what if the worst thing that ever happened to me, which was the loss of my marriage, infidelity, and things like that, turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me? Like, what if that is the absolute truth of what my life has brought to me? I'm getting rain on here. By moving to this new place and having a whole new life I never ever imagined would turn out this way. And I was thinking of how happy I am. Would I be this happy if I had stayed in a situation, hi Lisa, and thought that the worst thing that ever happened to me was the worst thing? So, so many times people say, and I don't know how many people that have come on the other side of illness or cancer or diagnoses that were traumatizing and life-changing that haven't said, I know it's awful and I know it was this or that, but it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I know you guys have probably heard that before, right? Where people say that my cancer was the best thing that ever happened to me, or my depression or my addiction or whatever. And it's because of the journey that you go through while you're in the middle of that worst thing. So, while I was in the middle of the worst thing, I didn't realize, I've got two dogs inside that hate thunder too, so they're scratching, but I didn't realize that worst thing was going to turn out to be a turn in the road, a game changer, a life changer for me. And I look back on it, and tonight, so I was starting out the video by saying, if you're just joining me, that I'm walking on my porch and I'm in my pajamas and I'm about to get into bed, and I looked outside and I just thought how lucky I am. And so what I really truly have the appreciation for this moment in this new life that I get to start at 48 years old, if I'd had that attitude, it's the worst thing that ever happened to me, right? So hi Nicole. So what I'm trying to say here is there are times in our lives where we think, can it get any worse? Can it be any worse? Can anything else happen? I don't know how many times I said that while I was going through all that craziness, was just one more thing. Because inevitably, yes, one more thing can happen, and it would every single time. And when I surrendered to the idea that where I was exactly where I was supposed to be in my life, even if it was painful or uncomfortable, that just was what it was. And that if I could just accept it and surrender to it, life might be different. And so what I'm telling you is we have this perception, we have a choice in our lives. How we see things determines what comes next for us. So I made my mind up that I was going to buy my freedom. I gave up financial security to get out of my marriage. And even then I felt greatly appreciative of the fact that I was free, even if my ticket out wasn't free. And I thought, you know what? If I feel this good about something that bad, there has to be a purpose. So let me throw this at you about your business. When something happens to you, and I'm going through something really pretty heavy right now with business too, financially, thank God for a good team and motivation and resilience. But when you feel something in your business not working for you, instead of saying, this sucks, when is it ever going to change? It's the worst thing ever. Oh my God. Can you think ahead and say, what good is going to come from this that I can hardly stand to wait for? I mean, I know the good that's going to come from this, right? So, and then wait and see what happens. I think it's time we stop focusing so much on all the horrible things about our lives and our business being the worst thing and the horrible and oh my gosh, and how am I going to, and all of that. And we shift into thinking, I'm so excited for what's going to come next. Because if you put the feeling of excitement out there for the thing you want to bring into your world, that means that it's real already, because you're putting that energy out there. So You guys, the universe will respond if we just ask. So I'm just here to tell you that, I am unraveling my journey, and I'm sharing a lot of information about my past, my personal life, my marriage, family, things not inappropriate, but love you too, Michelle, absolutely. But to share so that you guys know that you are not alone in all the things that you feel and all the things that you're going through with your business and your personal lives. I think that we need to start meshing them together so that we become much more real to each other. As coaches and as people trying to make it in this world and in this business, we are not separate from our titles, health coaches. We are people and health coaches. And if we can be real with each other and support each other in that way, it's amazing what we can accomplish to support each other and lift each other up in this business. And therefore, remember this, creating such credibility for health coaching and our profession by lifting each other up, really being authentic in this business, not showing up as a shiny object that has it all together, showing our hard spots and becoming very real. That's going to change the world. Not being somebody who knows the latest cleanse and the latest diet and the most, I don't know, who's following the biggest trend and lost the most weight and shows the most abs. None of that really matters in this business. I can promise you that. So anyway, it's getting dark out here, but so I'm just going to flip my camera around for kicks and show you guys. There's one little dog right there. There's two little dog right there. And then there's one hiding behind the couch inside my house because it's storming. This is my neighborhood. And the flowers I came out to put out before bed and then decided to hop on with you guys instead of go to bed real quick. But that's my yard and my front porch. And my little baby birds have moved away. Just a little piece of my life out here. I have a whole nest of baby swallows. They finally left. I've been cleaning and scrubbing my porch since I moved in about a month ago. But anywho, so post in the comments below for me if you will. And tell me what your thoughts are about this video, about maybe the worst thing in your life that ever happened to you that turned out to potentially be the best, or maybe you're in the middle of what you think is the worst thing in the world and it's hard to see that it could be the best. Post in the comments below and let's support each other and lift each other up. And then an announcement is I opened an Instagram account today to track an even deeper look at my journey. It's a private account. It's called the Full Circle Process. And I created the hashtag today, Thriving Through Betrayal. Instead of surviving through betrayal, I wanted to say thriving because surviving indicates that I was some victim of some terrible, terrible thing. And that's not the way that I want to present myself to the world when I try to help others with betrayal and infidelity and the changes and challenges in their life. So it's called the Full Circle Process, and it's on Instagram. And my hashtag is Thriving Through Betrayal. So I hope you guys will join me. And if you have anybody that you know that's been through this and needs support right now, send them my way. I'm going to be delivering a lot of personal stories, details, and support to anyone that's going through something like this, because no one should have to go through what I did. And I don't think anybody should. So they should find me, and I will be that person to support them and lift them up. All right. Yeah, you love my dogs. Aren't they cute? They are cute, but oh my gosh. Yeah, and Kim, you're also saying the worst things have always been the best things. Absolutely. It's really a matter of perspective, just like we talk about when it comes to stress. It's a matter of perspective and perception. So I'm getting drenched. You guys have a great Sunday night, and I got a lot going on the boards out on Facebook today, this week. So watch for lives and all that good stuff, okay? I don't even know exactly where they all are, but they're on my calendar, my paper calendar that I still use. So happy evening, guys. See you later.